welcome to Epic Elite Mask of Deception. This will be the final video of the first of 3 legs of the Gingergnome series. So this is the final wizard video. I think I'm going to do Paladin next, and man, that's going to be weird. That's really going to get me out of my comfort zone. But we'll save that for the next leg. For now, let's talk about where I'm at. Okay? So, here's what I want to tell you. There are 2 things I want you to take away from this first leg of this series, okay? Besides the fact that this is not a guide. But the first thing is sort of related to that. So there are 2 things I want you to take away. The first is, don't take wizard advice from me. Can't emphasize that enough. And the second thing is that if you're wanting to knock out a Deep Gnome life and you want to do the PK thing, you totally can do it through a whole life. I did it. I never had to switch over to Sharadi, which I was surprised about. I thought that sometime, like mid-epic levels, the PK was going to run out and I was going to have to switch over to Sharadi. And I was able to, like I mentioned in my last video, I had cherry pick a little bit. I had to sort of avoid quests that, maybe had like a lot of undead or mobs that you couldn't PK for whatever reason. But there was just tons of content that I didn't even have to do to get to 30, and I didn't repeat a lot of stuff either. I mean, I did like an epic hard bond 3 every day, and then I did like an offering of blood every day, but that was really it. I don't like have a whole list of dailies that I typically run. So I'm just showing you, like, I was doing all this stuff on Elite and Epic Elite. Obviously, like I said, lots of content left undone, but I got to 30. The only thing I didn't do on Epic Elite was just a couple of raids that we did with the guild. So here I am kissing 30. If this quest doesn't do it, then I'll be just a few thousand short probably. So yeah, and I only once I'm fully buffed. Oh, the lag's hitting. Which reminds me. So once I'm fully buffed here, I got the DC up to 70. And that's, my gear is not anything special. And I wasn't working hardcore to try to max out my DC. Like, I was just slapping this together. I was talking to a friend last night who did the Deep Gnome PK monster, and he said he was able to get at level cap a sustained DC of 89, and he said he got it up to 95 with the +6 boost thing, but that's only temporary. So 89, he said he was hitting legendary elite mobs with that. So that's awesome to know that you can go that route, and that it's working in legendary elite content. So the depressing thing, speaking of lag, so here it is. It's 2 o'clock in the morning on Saturday night, and there's my guild roster. There's 3 of us on right now. There should be a dozen, maybe 15 or more guys on right now, and people just aren't even logging in, or they're just giving up because of the lag. It's been so frustrating, and I mean, it's discouraging. I have 3 guys on. I mean, it's 7 o'clock in the morning or 5 o'clock in the morning. When like the slowest hours. That's when there's usually 3 or 4, maybe, sometimes 5 of us on. But at this time of night, there should be a bunch of us, and it's just, I really hope this lag thing gets figured out soon. It's been bad. So, differences from last video, I've got the sightless on. It's got, con and sheltering. That's what that's about. I've got the circle of malevolence. That's about +12 resistance, vitality 40, insightful sheltering 5. I've got the boots of blessed travels. That's really about the freedom of movement, but lots of other goodies on there too, including dodge. I got the belt of braided beards now, so that's really about intelligence 12. Other stuff is just gravy. And got the epic litany of the dead. So those are the changes from the last video. I took this stupid illusionless hammer all the way from 15 to 30. I mean, that just cracks me up. And then I've had this thing since like level 21, 22. this recruiting form rapier of Insightful Impulse 50. So, I mean, I was looking, but I just was like, whatever. It's working. It's working, so. So I haven't really run any, like, really high-end content or, you know, higher-end stuff. Like, you know, I didn't try to do Wayloon. I didn't try to do Stormhorns. So, you know, I'm not trying to paint a picture like this 70 DC is just rocking everything. I just, you know, this was really about just knocking out the past life. And so, you know, again, you know, like I said before, I'm trying to paint an accurate picture of things and not trying to portray this as something other than what it is. So I've actually done this quest already. I've done it a couple times, and so the interesting thing is, like, PK is hitting at nearly 100%. It's hitting at like 90%. But I don't know if these mobs have true seeing or what. It's like, if I can PK them ahead of time, it seems really easy. But if they get near me, they're just like hit me really hard. Like all these assassins and stuff are just tearing me up. So the trick is to not let any of these guys get near me. Which was kind of fun. So I did it twice before, and I died once pretty early on. So these guys clearly have poor, like, I guess it's will and fortitude saves, but they have really good reflex saves. Oh, I picked up Arcane Pulse for my level 28, I guess. Was a champion. Ooh, he hurts too. These guys are so sneaky that, you know, I have terrible spots, so they just all of a sudden, you know, I have like 3 guys around me that I didn't see until they're like hitting me in the face. The globe. My targeting of the globe of this hypnotic pattern has been really bad. I still haven't mastered it, but it was working in here really well. Today I just posted the first epic quest video, which was Von 1, where I died at the end. That was pretty funny. Okay, so hypnotic pattern, then open the door, and get the hell out of here, because there's a bunch of scary mobs in there. These Dragon Soul Warriors have been a little bit harder to hit, so hit them with the level drain. The energy drain is helpful. I think there's still one stealthing in here. There he is. I also tried Garl's Tomb, PK'd Garl's Tomb, last level, and the PK was only hitting there about 50%. So not a real good success rate. Doable, but you know, it's gonna be a lot easier to get it quite a bit higher than I've got, with a 70, because I don't have just, I don't have the caster gloves out of Defiler. I mean, I have them, I just didn't want to try to work them into my gear, so that'd be another one. Okay, you could potentially get 3 more from Gnome Path Lives, so that's 4 more there. I get you up to 74. Okay, plus 6 item. I only have a plus 5, so plus 6 item gets you up to 75. The caster armor, the Thunder Forge caster armor, Shadow Dragon Scale, that'd be another one, so it's 76. I only have a plus 12 intelligence item, so you could easily have like a plus 14. That's another DC at 77. I only have Insightful 2. I could have Insightful 6. That's 2 more. That's 79. I don't have Emboldened Spell. Okay, so that's 2 more. That's 81. So that's a relatively easy path to get your DC over 80 from where I'm at right now. I mean, it's doable. Ooh, shit. If you're serious about it. Color spray. Hell yeah, look at that. Color spray. These assassins for the win. Knocked me out. That was scary. Had to use the Harper pin. You really need to change the visual on this. I mean, that by itself that sucks, but it's tolerable. But when you step into it and you get this effect that's going on my screen, oh, that's just terrible. They just need to get rid of that. There's no reason for that to be like that for the player. I mean, that should be the way it is when you step into a hostile hypnotic pattern, not your own. Alright, we're almost there. We got one big fight left before we can escape with the mask, with the white dragon mask. So, I mentioned, I'm here. I am at 30. I didn't even do a ton of raiding, and like I said, oh shit, I didn't repeat a lot of stuff. I did other than doing sort of a daily Von 3 and Offering of Blood, Earlier today I went through basically the entire Giant Hold Saga on Epic Hard, after having done it on Elite, so that's really the only other repeat stuff I've done. Oh, that'd be terrible to lag out in there. Hypnotic pattern for the win. I was using it in Epic Elite Crucible quite effectively last night. Don't need any champion assassins. Oh, that's scary. Get away from me, you. Ooh, is that a remnant? I'm gonna die in these traps trying to get this remnant. Helpless. Woot. Hell yeah. About 5k short. Deep Gnome Life 1 done. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about my videos, you can respond on YouTube. And if you happen to be on Sarlona, you are welcome to send me a tell.